But yeah, just an example. Yeah, it's on this one.
That one.
Must always plan a few moves ahead in battle.
Winds of Jaburo.
Yep.
Oh, that's why they didn't give him a Jaburo stage the first time around. Because he would have 2 in the same campaign, and that would be fucking redundant.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Oh, fuck that. The Keyblade... Oh, yeah. Actually, no. This version has a pretty good thruster ability.
Here they come.
How does it feel, Quattro? Originally, you tried invading from underneath. Now you're invading from overhead.
The irony is not lost on him.
Nope.
This brand new sense of perspective.
I actually don't have any of these yet. Swaps the pilot's melee and shot ability.
What?
That could be interesting, actually. I think it swaps their melee and shot stats.
Huh.
That could be cool, actually. What? Oh!
Wait.
I've never seen that one before.
So that's where that skill originates from. That's Graham Acre's personal skill in Reborn. That he's the only character in the game that has the skill one-man army.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
well, it's his personal ability, rather, like combat new type, empathetic new type, CPU,
Yeah.
etc.
I just forgot that was a thing in 3.
Reborn.
Oh, Reborn, right. Yeah.
He's the only character in the entire game of like 160 playable characters to have one-man army as his personal skill. Which is great because I think that means, if I'm remembering it correctly, it means his attacks always go through guard.
That would be sick, actually. Well, I remember that the Susanoo has like a bunch of moves that go through guards anyway. Alright, so I can't go that way.
I think it wants you to clear the area a bit first because you have 3.
Oh yeah,
gates.
there's also a base down there too.
Yep. It wants you to take out the surrounding bases first.
Have you noticed how whenever you fly around with the Keyblades, by the way, they just have their arms crossed?
Yeah.
I just find that cute to be a little bit cute.
Damn, that's good.
Yep.
The funnels look like ghosts, though.
Yeah, I've been noticing that too. Just in my peripheral, like, huh? I don't remember picking Corona for this one. That's weird.
Which is funny because normally they look like drills. Just take out the other 2, I guess.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Where are you, Camille? If you're alive, answer me.
All right, he went down there to go free Rekua and
Rekua and Inuyasha voice Kai. Yeah,
Kai from the jail cell.
Like Kai makes a few appearances in Zeta. That's one of them, and honestly, it's kind of funny whenever he does.
And then they increased his role in the movie where he actually gets to drag both Hayato and Amuro into like a broom closet to be like, hey, what the hell is Char Aznavour doing here? We were trying to kill him, remember?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that is a very natural reaction.
He's like, yeah, it's okay. Amuro's like, yeah, it's okay. He's on our side now. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Looks like I'm not obsolete yet. Nice one, Lieutenant.
No, but your cameras are.
Pull yourself together. Do you insist?
Okay, that was bad choice. I really should have just gone with the air move, so fuck.
Not necessarily if you're facing forward.
And for the record, by the way, God, I wish this was the case because it makes it so much easier. But you don't get improving your relationship chart through story mode missions, only mission mode.
Of course.
Because if you could, then like every time we jump back in, we'd have access to like 5 at once.
Hindsight being 2020, that actually makes a lot of sense because whenever you do even story missions in mission mode, whenever you beat anyone, it says this action will lower your friendship.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just not doing that here.
Speaking of which, still need to figure out how best to do Galaxy Wars Gundam 3 as well, because that game's a little bit tricky with the story mode.
Yeah, they just give you access to like 40 different characters per chapter. And there's 4 primary chapters.
Not only that, but like there's also like the chapter regression is sometimes tied to the text boxes that isn't like the mail you get.
Right. Yeah, the terminal.
Yeah, the terminal sometimes has cutscenes unto itself as well.
Yeah, that thing is annoying.
So my best thought process for that is like literally start up a new save file, but use the cheat code to get like not max stats maybe, but like just unlock all mechs at the very least, or have just like infinite money to just money grind everyone. Just something to that capacity, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been my thought process for a while now. I just haven't been able to get around to fully enacting stuff in the game itself, in the emulator, so yeah. Oh, by the way, anyone is wondering, yes, we're going to be doing Dynasty Wars going through on emulator because DLC.
The only way we can access it.
Yeah, unless we do something like, I don't know, get the 360 version, which...
That DLC is still up on the UK PSN store, but we'd have to be able to track down a UK copy of the game first, which is harder.
It's been bafflingly difficult, by the way.
Which is a lot harder and a hell of a lot more expensive than it sounds, because it has to be that one specifically, because a UK copy is only compatible with the UK PSN store. If you buy a European copy and it ends up being the German version, but still has language selection options, as all European versions of games do, because there's like 8 different European languages.
Yep.
If it's the German version, it'll still only work with the German PSN store DLC, and that would be even more complicated.
The Bandai boys drive me to drink.
That's not Bandai. That's not the fault of any one game developer. That's Sony's fault, with DLC only being compatible with the region of the game you bought it in.
Which is kind of garbage, but I get it for like probably some compatibility. By the way, shout out to the fact that the DLC for All-Star Battle has long been down.
Yeah,
we're lucky to cover that when we did.
That was down since like 2016 was when they started the Great Purge of,
I wonder if
DLC and digital games.
I wonder if that's why the video for us covering Bao's story in All-Star Battle has been like, skyrocketing in views. Because that's just long gone.
That would probably have something to do with Stone Ocean being announced.
No, it's been like that for ages. Like Bao specifically. Weird. I always wondered about that. I guess I have my answer now. Okay, so game plan. It's essentially the same as before. Nuke has been activated. Quattro politely asked a local mantif for information on why is the base so underguarded. This is supposed to be the biggest stronghold for the Earth Federation. What's going on here? Oh yeah, we're gonna sabotage it and nuke all you guys to hell. Oh, fuck the Antarctic Treaty, I guess.
Yeah, you know how it goes. If you're weak, you won't survive. If you're weak, you won't survive. If you're weak, you won't survive.
Move it! I gotta get on this ship!
Punches people out of the way. That never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, but yeah, but also fuck region-exclusive DLC, because if you have a game that has a lot of DLC, like costumes or whatever that you want, but the property isn't licensed in the West, well then you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like, the ones that stick out to me is, Tales of Zestiria had a lot of collaboration costumes with Evangelion, Blue Exorcist, some other crap. Collaboration accessories with Sengoku Basara 4, because Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi had the Zestiria character costumes, and none of those released in the American version, because fuck me. So I couldn't even buy just the regular-ass anime costumes for Blue Exorcist or something if I wanted to, but I'm also especially fucked out of the Sengoku Basara items, which would be literally the only time, not counting anime, that the series would have ever been acknowledged in the West, literally ever since 2010. Fucking shoot me.
Yep. I'm wondering if this isn't what the mission, similar to how it was before, you had to take over literally every single base for your allies to progress forwards.
You just have to get them to find a way out.
I'm just worried about that, because it was like that before, and that really drags you... Oh god, yeah.
It's because of the direction that you were going to get out. In the 78 version, or the other one, it's because you were trying to escape out the bottom, and this one you're trying to escape out the top, so you just have to clear a route from the top.
See, I'm not sure about that, because, okay, I distinctly remember...
going the wrong way.
No, I'm not. See, I distinctly...
Oh, there he's going.
Yeah, I need to get the Roberto and Appley going. So actually, I mentioned that before, too. Actually, when I was doing my playthrough, it was on easy, so I wonder if that has something to do with it, but originally, this is the proper path that Camille had to get everyone going through. Quattro was the one who had to get him out at the bottom. Now it's the complete opposite of that fact, so... I have no idea what to make heads or tails of that. So, this game is a weird enigma. It's got a lot of, like, variable content, but it feels so unexplored. It never it throws you so little like bones as to what's going on. I don't think it's as bad as say Majin Vegeta's events in Gohan's story in Budokai 3 being literally hidden and off the map unless you go over to it and you get lucky. Fuck me.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was fun. But it's similar. Haven't mentioned I don't.
3 has a lot of stupid hidden shit.
It really fucking does. Haven't mentioned I don't miss the overworld that much.
No, I think it was fucking stupid.
Yeah, I like the idea, but it's not fleshed out well at all. I would rather take the Trunks story over that, personally speaking. Please and thank you.
The board game was cool. That was cute. That was unique. I actually liked it. You could influence your stats in real time. Do something like that where it actually matters, and I'm cool. If you're not going to do something unique and interesting with it, just give me a fucking menu. Just give me a fucking list.
Yep. Which is why I've been enjoying Ultimate Ninja 4, because that's actually really been fleshing itself out with the overworld.
You know, it's always the fuckedest thing that DBZ video game fans especially are stupid piss babies that have no idea what the hell they want, because every game they complain about having a story mode that's rad as taboo, but anytime they do literally anything different, they say, hey, what the hell do you mean you got rid of the story mode? Fuck you, this game is trash.
I feel like that's probably more cemented back in the early 2010s, because I feel like that's not so much the case anymore, because honestly, it's a miracle if we can even get anything new that is in this universe.
Nowadays, people don't care because it's not as rampant, but when there was a game literally every single year, yeah, people didn't like it, and this went all the way up to Battle of Z.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Appley is like the last one to get out, I think. That or Roberto, that would be cool. Fucking Jesus Christ. It's one of the things that really irks me about this game, though. If you get in the middle of a crowd of enemies and you're not careful, they're going to start countering you left, right, and sideways, and you can't do shit about it.
Yeah.
Unless you're using Muso, specifically. Or you get the fuck out of dodge, in which case... Is there another base over here?
One to the left and directly south.
Oh my god. So
It's
many
the
fucking
last
base.
one.
I know it's the last one, but Jesus Christ.
And now they're gone. And if your boys aren't fucking stupid, they'll find their way out.
Here's hoping. I am paranoid now. I really got finally healing on him on the way out.
Oh wait, no, you have one more base left.
No, is it dead in the middle?
Yeah.
Ah, Christ.
Check Emil's health. I don't think he's actually dying, but let's have a look.
I'm dying.
Yeah, fuck off, Camille. Yeah,
That said, though,
you can afford to take that base first.
That said, though, if Camille suddenly loses like half his health, I'm gonna flip my shit because it's done that before.
They would tell you if his health is below a certain point.
Is it actually a base? No,
No,
it's
I
not.
guess it was just a
just a
handful of
random
guys.
cluster of dudes. Okay.
All right then.
Not surprised in the slightest, honestly. Let's see. Shortest route would probably be down this way.
That seems more maze-like, which means it would take a little bit longer.
Yeah, you're probably right. Whatever.
Whereas the other one is a bit more roundabout, but is a shorter overall path.
Yeah, trying to do this level your first time through with a mech that is supremely low stats is just the absolute worst.
Fucking end it.
I probably should have, in hindsight, maybe would have been a better idea to start mission mode and then do story mode. Because trying to do Jaburo multiple times over with mechs that have no thrust whatsoever.
To be fair, after this, we'll never have to see Jaburo over again.
At least not Jaburo this fucking huge.
This is true. Actually, no, I don't think they have a Jaburo stage at all in 3.
And don't have anything remotely as this big.
Right, because that was when they would switch from the open map style of the original Dynasty Warriors games to the fucking hallways, the connected hallways and auditoriums.
Yeah.
That Samurai Warriors uses for Gundam 3.
Things wouldn't have come to this.
Man, I gotta say, I actually would not have minded having that one feature from 3 in this game where you can have different style bases, and one of them is a fucking catapult. And you can just warp across the stage. That'd be so nice.
God, that feels so unnecessary with how small everything in 3 is, too.
It does, but like it's still kind of neat.
Camille, pull back.
Especially when sometimes the catapult's like, yeah, we'll send you literally right next door.
Yeah, seriously. Or like there's literally no other options except for like one area is like within throwing Throwing distance. Did I just say it draws a magnetic field? What the hell? Oh, wait, that was good. Yeah, the rest of crap.
It says it makes enemies magnetized to you, which I guess is good for your Musos.
That'd be cool for the Hyakushiki, especially for its limited range. Okay, memory serves. There's... Oh god, there's only 2 left. Hell yeah.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so we did Jaburo. Oh, Christ.
Oh, fuck.
And Mazolas Quattro, how about that shit?
It begins.
So we can't... Yeah, they found Amuro back on Earth, but he's haunted by shooting down Lala, which, I mean, I get it, but Jesus.
Quattro and Camille were sent to support Karaba from space.
Oh, Karaba.
And on Earth due to an enemy attack.
Thank you, Anglo-Saxon version of names. Although that's like... That's not a... That's like a... That's not a Japanese name. That's like something you probably see in like... I don't know. Somewhere else.
That's some kind of something else because the name of the ship is called the Garuda.
Yeah. So this one you want to be careful because you're fighting the Mark II here. I'm pretty goddamn sure. No, not the Mark II, just the regular Psycho Gundam. Disregard the Mark II part. Seriously, you can't even start with the name. It's so weird. You don't even get the Neo Zeong, the Zeong license with Char.
I'm hit. I guess I left myself exposed.
So that cut off for you two.
He's going
A
down.
little bit. By the way, thoughts on this game's dub version of Char?
You've transformed.
It's the standard Char voice from the Ocean cast, which is fine, but my favorite Char voice of all is still the actual Zeta voice from the Zeta Blue Water dub, whose name is either Tom Bauer or Tom Edwards, but whichever Tom it is, he's the best one. Like, by far.
Yeah, he's really good. Whenever I listen to any of them, it's always a bit of a toss-up for me as a three-way between Steve Bloom, Tom, and this guy.
Steve Bloom would be my second.
Steve Bloom does a surprisingly good Char, but then again, that's just Steve Bloom in general, just doing the Spike Spiegel voice.
I'm trying to imagine Steve Bloom doing counterattack Char, and what that amounts to is...
Would that make it better or worse?
It's the Johnny Young Bosch Yuma Tsukumo argument.
Oh yeah, right.
Where it's like it's a band-aid over a bullet wound.
Practically.
It makes it tolerable, but it doesn't actually make it in any way good. It just means I'm not yelling as loud about every fuck up.
That's a valid point.
You get points. You did this one thing right. Everything else still sucks.
But if I'm being honest, like I don't remember the delivery for Ocean Dub Char ever being this dry. It always had a bit of flair to it. I think this game's directing just has him being super downplayed and boring.
I think it's PS2 era DBZ syndrome, where they're recording 3 games back to back, where they're doing mostly the exact same thing every time after already having done multiple different anime projects where they're saying all the same stuff already.
That's a fair point. It was always weird going back to like late DBZ from Funimation before Kai hit, because they're trying to take themselves a little more seriously, but it's still hampered by the old directing and scripts of everything. Like, I don't really have that experience with Infinite World. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, before Kai started, their scripts were pretty much garbage across the board, even and especially in video games.
Yeah. Old Funimation script always had some charm in it, but it just did not reflect well at all in the games. Probably because I think that was more than a Namco script anyway. Then that was... Yeah, Namco doesn't know how to write stuff very well.
It's because they're oftentimes using almost direct translations that only barely get patched up if you're lucky.
Yeah. So with this game's directing for Char, I just feel like they had him play a lot more muted and just like zero personality. On top of the fact
What the hell was... Oh wait, no, never mind.
That's so weird. That's his level 1 normally.
Okay, so Amuro was in the Rick Diaz, which again he doesn't normally pilot. He pilots the Dijon.
Yeah.
But they don't have. But for a second, I forgot which one I was. So I just see Amuro and Quattro. I just naturally assume I'm the red one. It's like, I'm looking at this from an odd angle. What the hell is Amuro piloting? I thought he was in the Mark II.
Nope. So again, it took... What was the number? Like 10 years in order to get... Okay. 10 years...
14.
14 years to get Amuro back into a Gundam. Which still blows me the fuck away, by the way. Like, he didn't even get like a handoff of like Galax Gundam or anything.
He didn't even get one of the 4 Titans Mark IIs.
No, he didn't. Which is so weird because
he didn't even get to fight in the Mark II while it was on Earth when the Zeta was when it was upgraded to the Zeta.
And also a reminder that when CCA started, he didn't start in a Gundam. He started, and I think that it wasn't the Delta Plus. What was the mass-produced version of the Zeta again?
Rigazi, but I think he was in a Jagan when he was on his way to the Anaheim factory where the new Gundam was being developed.
Yeah, I think you're right. God, that's so weird.
That's fine if it's just a transport vessel.
Yeah, I know. It's just weird to think about. Like, huh, yeah, it really took that long to get him back into Gundam, didn't it?
If it works, I can use it.
Even if Londo Bell was formed from the AU, and they should have still had the Mark II and the Zeta hanging around?
Both of them get actually, no. With
Were they destroyed?
With the technical exception of the Double Zeta, literally every single AU mobile suit gets destroyed in the battle with Haman.
Really? I didn't think it was that bad. Shit.
Yeah, both the Zeta and the Mark II. The Mark II gets taken out first by the Queen Mantha. The Zeta gets destroyed later on in that same battle.
I don't think so, because the Zeta did actually kill
it shot down Glemmy, but it was still in bad shape, and I think it got shot down outside, but it was definitely destroyed. Because like they were going for a hint of finality there too, where literally everything was destroyed, so the kids literally had nothing left to fight in, so they weren't going to be able to fight again anyway.
Yeah, that'd do it. That'll explain a thing or two.
And then it's just funny that of all things, for them to try to mass produce, they would go back to the Zeta instead of the Double.
Double Zeta probably was a bit too expensive to try and make a mass-produced model of, to be fair.
And the Wave Rider wasn't?
Probably not, by comparison. One base model versus 3 core fighters that combined into one big-ass Titan, yeah. I think it's a bit of a jump.
Yeah, but they also reduced the firepower whenever they mass-produced them as well, so they could have made it smaller or made it less powerful or expensive armory.
Probably, but at that point, like, I can't imagine a human being fitting into each one of the core fires then. I don't know, got me on that one. Either way, it's amazing that they did actually start reverting on the large sizing up of the mechs, going from the Double Zeta back to the new Gundam.
The new Gundam is
and then the F-91.
The new Gundam is still pretty big. It's just not Double Zeta big, but F-91 is also, yes, definitely still the tiniest Gundam.
Yeah. And followed by the Victory Gundam, which is still roughly around the ballpark, I think, of the F-91 as well.
Yeah, it's also still small, but hi there.
Be a little careful. You're low on health against them. Have we talked about how this game really started you for health items, by the way?
No, but I think they can see that by now.
Yeah. I don't think it's as bad as Pirate Warriors 4, personally, but with the size of these stages already, it's a bit of a fucking nightmare to track down healing items sometimes if you are hurting. Especially given the fear of death, given that there is no checkpoints whatsoever in these levels, and these levels can sometimes take 10 minutes.
10 minutes is if you're going fast. These, depending on which one it is, if they're being really fucky, can take like 25.
Story missions can easily take 10 minutes, or 20 on your first one, honestly. If you're not flying something that has good thrust behind it.
Worse if you have to fight a mobile armor.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Also, Kilimanjaro has some obnoxious bases. Holy shit. Like, so many enemies.
Thank you.
On the one hand, I really like the visuals of this because it's like super fucking pretty, but damn, is it a nightmare to get through sometimes.
Thank you for this SP recovery when my health is low. Thank you for that.
Yeah, right?
Thank you for giving me something that my health meter is going to fill up naturally anyway.
Is there intros for the Hyakushiki? And the Gelgu? I don't think so. Maybe Hyakushiki.
Hyakushiki maybe, but definitely not the Gelgu.
Yeah.
Stay away from her. Don't you know?
Oh, I love this line still.
So what? She can take control of your mind.
I think that's the other way around. I think others can take control of her mind.
That one.
Your
Yeah, thanks, Char.
Why didn't you stop those two? You mean that girl named Ford?
Because I'm a good dad, that's why.
You should know what. I'm back. Do you want the same thing to happen all over?
I know that our opinion of Zeta is that the Zeta dub is probably like the definitive version of it. It probably some of Canada's best work, but I still really love Brad Swill as Amuro.
Oh, no, of course.
Yeah.
I would never downplay most of Ocean. They still have a lot of best in the industry actors.
Oh God, yeah.
Never ever take away from Scott McNeil and Paul Dobson.
Richard Ian Cox.
Them two.
Yeah. Be very careful when you clear this field out. Ford's gonna spawn. I'm pretty sure she locked you in here.
Into battle mode by external stimuli. If we can fix
Thanks for the scientific dissertation on cyber nuke types, there, Camille.
Well, if I'm fucked, I'm fucked.
I think you can win. You just gotta be really careful of the shockwave attack once she loses both arms, and is down health. Actually, disengage lock on. Look around. There should be at least a couple of healing items around here.
I can't win with strength alone.
Hello?
Thank you for the thanks for the tutorial, Soma Purist. Hey, how about that?
The tutorial image still defaulted to the Yakushiki.
Nice. Rip it and then try land. Yeah. Okay, so try to again try land your charge attack and then immediately cancel into your super, because that'll immediately have them get knocked over,
You're the one making me suffer.
and then you can infer a combo while they're on the ground too.
Of converting Ford to our side. I don't know. Please trust me.
It's really good because in a lot of instances you can actually counter hit them directly out of whatever the mobile armor is doing with the charge attack. It immediately puts them into that stun state.
Reality is an imprinted artificial construct. Forced with drugs, hypnosis. You're just
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Lieutenant, leave it to me.
Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt her a lot.
No, it's not.
She's piloting the Psycho Gundam.
Yes, thank you.
Gun, she'll kill you. You want me to fire on Ford?
Yeah.
Damn it.
We're at war here, Camille. But I'm a human.
But,
This isn't
Lieutenant,
like a kid.
do you think love can bloom even on the battlefield?
Even during a battle.
Quattro, I would like to remind you that Camille is not a soldier. He kind of volunteered for this.
He's a teenager.
Yup.
You know how actually, no, you were never a teenager.
Not canonically. For the best.
That just happened.
Hold on to your Muso. Go for another charge attack. Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Go for it, yeah. That's gonna down her. Alright, and just lay into her. There you go.
Camille, back away.
You got her.
Whew.
Yeah, I know. As soon as she was going for that, for the rushing attack with the transform state, I was like, oh, that's gonna get dicey. Once again, guys, same cutscenes before. Not much difference.
Answer me. 4.
12.
Okay. Now pop the hatch.
Camille, is that you?
You shouldn't be in the Psycho Gundam. Get
That's
out.
a very good general statement. Okay, now, oh god damn it, there's a fuckhead.
Jared.
Fuck you, Jared.
4.
It sucks because if she didn't intervene, honestly, I think Camille could have dealt with him. Nope.
Absolutely. Because Jared's still fucked up from having a broken leg.
Oh, oh, just kicking the man and just letting him fall over.
Jared trying to hit him like an old man with his cane, but with a crutch.
Yep.
And then Camille catching the crutch, throwing it away, and then judo throwing Jared over his shoulder.
As
Yup.
long as they
God, I
have
love
breath
it.
In their lungs. Let's move, Amuro.
Yes, Quattro, this is in fact what Bright had to put up with back in the day.